My name is Maurice Velasquez.
And I'm John Shirk.
And this is Winning in the Workplace.
Powered by Team Real World.
Welcome to Winning in the Workplace. Gordy Rush, along with the boys from Team Real World. John Shirk, Maurice Velasquez. WinningInTheWorkplace.com is the website. These guys are the best business consultants out there. And I've been putting them to the test here.
Yeah.
It's like problem solving. I love it. So
Bring it.
We've had the situation where the managers have to go in, have that open forum basically,
Right.
break the ice. What's going on? How can we get better? Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, some stuff comes out.
You're going to get
some
usually
stuff that's
7 to
hard
15
listen
items. That's
to.
right. That's right.
And you get all that information out, and all of a sudden, you kind of pinpoint the one activity.
Oh, yeah. There's
And
usually
you find
one or
out
two,
it's Sally, the administrative assistant.
It's
She
usually,
is the devil.
You know what's funny? It's usually not a person. It's a process that's broken.
Okay.
It's usually not people.
The process, all right, was
That's right.
Sally, but we got to call somebody evil.
That's right. It's a lot
So
of fun
Sally
to say that,
and
right?
the evil administrative assistant process. Everybody has pointed the finger at
That's
that
right.
as
That's
to
right.
being the problem.
That's right.
Next steps. Where do you go from
Oh,
here?
wow.
It's one good thing to talk the talk.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you, let me put it in the negative. If something doesn't come back soon, you want to try to get them to talk again, it'll be years before they talk again.
Oh, yeah.
So so you have to be ready towards the end of the meeting or even throughout that meeting to say, we are not here today to fix anything. As a matter of fact, I don't know how we're going to fix it. You know, as a matter of fact, we're going to have to talk to more people than just you guys. So we're going to need your patience to know that it's going to take us a couple weeks to do the following: to collaborate with others, to come up with a game plan. We'll show you where we're headed, and then we will implement that game plan. It is going to be involving probably a new set of processes. We're going to have to retrain ourselves and give each other the 3 to 4 weeks to practice new process and see if we fixed it. There you go. Make those promises. And then you leave the room, and those managers better do that. They better go collaborate with others. They better go get more information. They better sit down and figure out some 2 or 3 different processes that could fix this, show it back to the team members, allow them. Oftentimes, let me say this, oftentimes that process is probably already written in someone's computer. And what's interesting, if you just ask the frontliners who has a process that's already been written, that they've been passing around each other, the manager should really try to stay away from coming up with those processes by themselves, as opposed to going back to them and saying, what processes do you guys think would fix this? Give us some options, and let's figure out what the process that will fix this, and we'll come back to you guys for final approval. And don't think that we're just going to come back to the staff and y'all are the end-all, too-all. We're actually going to involve the executives and other department managers and make sure this is a 360 collaboration.
Right. That's right. Usually, a typical manager has got 1 or 2 high-performing frontliners who almost don't need to be managed, and they can give you some wonderful insight as to just what's really going on. It's very uncommon, actually, for a manager to just have a whole team of just raw rookies, and they're all just kind of wide-eyed and don't know what to do.
Yeah, the example that I mentioned to you a little while ago about the financial planners. Earlier today, we helped them figure out a process. But what's interesting is they had already gone and talked with a lot of their team members and agreed that the way in which we roll out new initiatives and new decisions in this firm is broken. Because whereas one team says, on your marks, get set, go, another group saying, wait, what? And the other team is saying, going, hold on, I don't agree. So just, again, this morning, they were planning on step 2. They've already talked to the financial consultants. Now they're putting together a brand new process, which they're going to show to them on Friday. But what are they doing Thursday? They're going to go sit down with the owners and say, hey, guys, look, heads up. The broken process has been this. It looks like we're headed this way. We got to make sure you executives are on the same page. They're going to get the executives on the same page. And Friday, they're going to start telling the account executives how it is that we're going to make new decisions around here. The cool thing about it is that they're having an open conversation. They're talking about it in the hallway. It's an okay discussion to have. It's not. There's no landmines in this. The excitement has already shown itself in the hallways that everybody's realizing, man, all we had to do was speak up. 3 weeks ago, they're working on it. No one's getting fired. No one's getting chastised. No one's getting in trouble. This Friday, they're actually going to show us the improvements they're planning on making. They're not catching us by surprise, and they're going to show us the game plan. That level of engagement is what sends the messages to the frontliners that, look, your engagement in this process matters. Your opinions are being seriously considered. And if we don't agree, we'll let you know. But if we do agree, we're going to fix it. And that's where employees really feel like they listen. Okay? Let me ask you, Gordy, how many times, you too, John, how many times we go home or we hear about it, the most common thing that's said around the dinner table, man, at the office, they just don't
listen.
They just don't listen.
Yep.
Well, the only way that managers can show that they're listening is that the feedback goes somewhere. And, man, if I had anything to say about that and the process changed, that's what's going to change everybody's attitude about winning in the workplace.
Oh, that's right. And if you're a manager listening to this, really grasp what we're saying right now. Because if they give you the things that frustrate them in the front line and they require budget you don't have,
Right.
or they require space you don't have, or it requires training you can't afford to send them to, the most important thing you can do is just listen.
I had 7 offices, about 10 offices in Baton Rouge once. And I did. The first 3 months, I went and listened to them. And guess what their primary issues were? Okay, above all of them, the things that were just driving them crazy across all 10 offices was the way that the furniture was laid out. The printer was on the other side of the office, and they had to get up and write policies and get up out of their chair 30 to 50 times a day. And the IT department had put the printers on the other side of the counter.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, how many times have you guys talked about this? We've talked about this for years, and no one's doing anything. Well, that was low-hanging fruit for me, man.
Uh-huh.
That was the first day on the job. I go out to all 10 offices. I pick out the top 10, and I realize, so hold on. If I bring that printer over the counter and put it between y'all's desks, I'm going to look good?
Right.
Man, I fixed that in those 12 offices. It wasn't even 2 months in my new job. Maurice was the new hero. At that point, man, employees were like, Maurice, you're the greatest and everything. Tell us what we need for you to do. Now I say, okay, I need for you guys to show up to work on time. I need for you guys to show up this. I can now start expecting the different behavior because they know I'm advocating for their issues, and I don't consider any of their issues to be drama. If it's bothering them, it's probably shown to the customer. I've got to get them happy, and if it means bringing that printer over 10 feet, I'm going to bring over that printer 10 feet if I can get their re-engagement to pick back up. One company, they were having fights about bringing toilet paper. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do I want to spend time on that? No. All right, I spent 3 days figuring out with the issue of toilet paper. We got it resolved. It was now a happy place. You can imagine why.
Yep.
And everybody could then get back to work. If I can help people get back to work by fixing their printer and their toilet paper problems, that's what a manager is, a problem solver.
Well, I'll tell you, too, breaking that out a little bit, what's happening when you hear the really ridiculous things like toilet paper,
Right.
What's normally happening is they're actually frustrated, very frustrated about something bigger and more significant, but this is what feels safe to fight about.
Well, because now it's gotten to drama.
Right.
So now
Right.
everything bothers me.
Right.
So now, you know what's going to get the owner's attention? You know what's going to get the manager's attention?
Right.
A good fight about dramatic things like toilet paper.
Right.
And that's when the managers pay attention. Well, if you'd have paid attention 8 weeks ago,
Right.
if you'd have paid attention 8 months ago, you could have got to the original issue, but now it's just everything.
That's right.
Everything bothers everybody
That's
now,
right. Yeah.
Well, just go deal with the drama, fix the drama, and guess what happens? Professionalism all of a sudden starts picking up.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about doing it like this, Gordy, we see it all the time. We're able to help teams and departments, and no one gets fired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody, all the managers thought, Henry and Sue and everything, man, they're troublemakers. We've got to get rid of them. We're like, no. Let us show you how to do this. And all of a sudden, everybody starts, wow, we can fix problems together. And professionalism rises. It's almost like reverse psychology. The cool thing is that it works.
Yeah.
Okay? Managers
Yeah.
become better listeners. Employees realize that now they know how to speak about problems without going into drama, and problems get resolved. The cool thing for the executives is they all of a sudden realize, man, we could develop people without spending hundreds and thousands of dollars, whereas otherwise sending them to expensive programs. No. With Team Real World and these guys, they just learn how to listen, how to come up with game plans that fix problems, and they do that every 3 to 4 months. And it becomes this cycle, this conversation
but
of
what I like
creativity.
about the way you guys come up with it, every problem is unique.
Exactly.
And,
exactly.
Especially being in the sales world, every client is different.
Yeah.
They each need a
the issues are
tailored,
different.
specific solution. And yes, getting the stuff out and addressing it and taking action is universal. But
Yeah.
getting to the stuff, I think, is the challenge.
Don't be afraid to go talk about the issues that are bothering employees, even if you think they're drama. Break through the layers. You'll be amazed at how much you find in there.
John Shirk, do me a favor. Give me all the information, how they find you, how they get in touch with you.
Come see us at winningintheworkplace.com. You'll see us there training on video. You'll see all kinds of great stuff there. For a very small subscription, you can get the best online training available in leadership, management, people skills, and you'll get something new every week.
Fantastic. Winning in the Workplace. These gentlemen are from Team Real World. Y'all are rock stars now.
Thank you, Gordy.
Top 100
Wow.
business report
That's
up there
right.
on stage.
That's right, man.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
Rubbing elbows. I'm impressed.
Thank you, Gordy.
Yeah.
John Shirk, Maurice Velasquez. Close?
Close. Yeah,
Say it
very
again.
close. Velasquez.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
All right. This is Winning in the
That's his
Workplace.
Italian brother.
Winning in the Workplace is the most practical and results-driven training to increase your skills as a professional manager and leader. So are you ready to win in your workplace? Visit www.winningintheworkplace.com.